Alright, so, bit of a later lift today, as you can tell. Just a lot of stuff going on during the day that kind of prevented me from going earlier, which is fine. I got by the time I get there, I got like an hour and 20, so not too bad. Not too bad at all. What is making that ruckus? Is it this? I guess. I just gotta clean this entire car out. It is a mess. But, got chest today. Feeling pretty fucking good about it. All caloried up, all carbed up. Lots of different stuff going on. But yeah, we're gonna be at the other location, which I don't think I've shown before. It's a little bit smaller in comparison to the one I usually go, but still has the means necessary to get a good pump in. I know the camera keeps fucking bobbing down and stuff. I'm gonna fix that, don't worry. I still have a really good amount of money from when I did that rig job. But yeah, lots of incline today. Usually an hour is fine for me. I'm not someone who, constantly takes like 3 hours at the gym. God, no. I just realized I'm in the wrong turning lane. Yeah, in terms of like actually getting my shit done, I don't even think an hour is as short as I can make it. I could probably do everything that I need to do in like 40 minutes tops, if that is the case. But it also is good to take time on certain things. But don't be yapping too much, especially in between sets. You lose all that. You lose the anabolic window, and we absolutely cannot lose that. That's gonna keep bugging the shit out of me. Oh well. That's life. You get bugged by shit and then you move on. But yeah. Just regular chest day. Okay, you know what? You're getting timeout. I don't know why it's making that noise. Is it like something that's in here? I guess it also could just be the... Oh, it's like the thing itself. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I'm not really looking... I don't really do night lifts like this. Shit. Just because, I mean, most of the time I don't need pre for lifts, but it is good to have it just as that, added boost of energy. But generally, the reason I don't do these at night anymore is because I would take, still being in high school, I would take so much fucking pre, and I just could not sleep for the fucking life of me. It's the reason I have the sleep schedule that I do now, which I have gotten a lot better on, but there's still moments where it's like, oh, it's the sun's up. I should be in bed. That's only ever happened once since like a year and a half ago, where I would do nothing but stay up late and like try and pull all-nighters and stuff, which it's not a good thing, because so like when it comes to sleep and resting, you could argue like, oh, but if I stay awake until 3 a.m. and then wake up at 12, don't I have like 8+ hours of sleep? I'm like, yeah, but you don't have good sleep. Your brain is regimented around a certain thing where it's like, okay, it's getting dark soon, so that means, it's gonna be bedtime pretty soon. But then like once you get your brain completely off track of that, it fucks with your sleep. So you get absolute shit sleep. Like, you'll wake up and you'll still feel tired. Like, you could probably sleep for like another like 8 or so hours if you kept doing that kind of shit. And that's just not it. Also, I know the lighting's kind of awkward. I tried to up the exposure a lot, but the way that this thing is, it's not like in front of me like most cars, so a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. But yeah, sleep, important. Very fucking important. I don't know how I managed to cross over into that topic, but I did. But just pulling in, take the rest of my pre, and then we'll get this fucking chest night started. I don't want to be distracted while I park, because that would be awkward. Alright. Alright. Did a little bit of a warm-up with, well, not 135 since it's on a Smith machine, but started off with 1 plate, moved on to 2. It's the same premise as before, just doing heaviest weight possible in the beginning, and then moving down a tiny bit where I can still do and like an okay amount of reps while still going to failure. You know, it's kind of weird because, well, I guess you also have more control on this as well, but I feel like with this amount of weight, since it takes off 20 pounds off of what would normally be a 45-pound bar, I think, oh, you could do like 205 for like the same amount of reps. And while that is technically true, there's a bit more stability involved, not just the weight taken off. So there's that added. So it'd be more like I would be able to do like 200 or like 195 with the same kind of reps. I mean, that's still pretty plausible in my case. Fucking long ass limbs and shit. But we gotta skedaddle, if you know what I'm saying. So we'll do 1 heavy set, and then we'll do just 2 like working sets. Unless this becomes a working set. Because that's the beginning. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, I'm not really sure where it cut off, but there was a brief moment where I forgot to delete the footage from the last video and interrupted it saying too much storage, or not enough storage space, something like that. Hopefully it didn't cut out in any important parts, because that would suck. But yeah, 2 more sets of this. I'll go to failure on the next one. I swear I adjust the bench to what I think is what it's supposed to be, and then I'm completely just should have just left it in the spot it was at.
Zip.
Yeah, I think that was good. Okay. Now I get to do incline dumbbell. I think I'll just do that one for 2 sets because this one I started out with heavy. Alright, so I'm gonna try the 80s out. And like the back of my head I'm going, no, go for 75. But fuck it. I just do about 2 sets of these, both till failure. And like absolute failure. I mean like pushing it so hard that it feels like my pec is just gonna fucking snap, rip. Well, maybe not, maybe don't do that. I think in my career of lifting, I've gotten the lucky side so far. I'm not even sure if that's real wood or not, but I haven't gotten any like major injuries other than just being ungodly sick, like plague type of shit. But yeah, 2 sets till failure. If you really do care about strength, like if you're trying to reach like 225 or 315 on a flat bench, then I suggest doing incline dumbbell till failure. It worked for me in the past, and I actually haven't really gauged out what I can do on flat bench anymore. But I'm willing to bet that it's a bit over 225. But yeah. I'm also just a tiny bit pressed for time, so I gotta make sure I stay in the zone and not dilly-dally. Okay, well, I did say 6 to 8 reps, so doing a lot better than I thought I would. I thought I could maybe get in 4. Because usually after I do a fucking heavy ass weight like that, and then continue over to this kind of shit where you have more depth, more stretch. Again, I don't care about strength, but that stuff's pretty cool. One more, and then I'll try and move to like a... Actually, yeah, we don't have a pec deck here. So I'll either have to do something with cable or with dumbbells. It's probably gonna end up being dumbbells. I'm not sure if you can see the state of the gym right now, but it's one of those moments. No biggie. We work with what we got. think they'll be good for now. Yeah, we'll do some dumbbell body crosses, whatever you want to call them, I guess. Yeah, so next movement, just like a dumbbell body cross. It is something that I learned from a specific individual that I get mistaken for. Not really, I'm not nearly that big. Not yet anyway. But you know, just do like 2 sets of these with a weight that gives, I mean, it applies to the same thing as cables. You don't want to fucking overdo the weight to where it's like you're like barely even hammering 6. You want to get at least like maybe like 8 to 10 at the most. Just mainly focusing on the eccentric and the squeeze. Different types of movements work differently. But I forgot what I was gonna say. Quick little intervention. You ever just, you know, I'm not a scientist, right? But I'm pretty sure that the constant urge to beat my meat is probably a sign of high test. Maybe, perhaps. I could be completely and utterly wrong and could be in captivating danger. Which would explain why one of my forearms is slightly bigger than the other. Sometimes, you know, at this point in your career, you gotta learn how to, like, when to alternate. You know, not just going with this hand, but then you gotta switch over, do this hand. Or, if, you know, they're around, like, the same, like, even pace, you don't have to do unilaterally. You can just do both fucking hands and just start going ham on your hog. This is the start. One more. So, I mean, it's not as good as cables, but you know, kind of the only thing that I had to work with. I probably could have done laying down. I don't know. I used to like to do them on the floor a lot, just because you kind of had that kind of sitting period where your elbows would go to where it wouldn't go beyond to where you'd get that like insane stretch, but it would get to the point just enough to where you still felt tension. But I've also been sick a lot, so I'm not trying to repeat that process by laying my entire body down on Scandinavian ground. Like someone could have stepped in like dog shit or something, and I would just be like all face deep in it. Not that I would like it, I'm just saying that that's like an example of how fucking dirty the floor is. Sometimes I gotta think before I speak. That wasn't as tasteful as I can get. Trust me. Those if you've ever seen those memes about like, oh, like the late night gaming sessions get so insane. They do. I will neither confirm nor deny the amount of sexual tension that's held between me and my bros. I'm just gonna stop talking. Fuck. You know, I'll just finish up here with some traps, and then forearm shit, and then we'll be done. I would show those two, but I don't know. It's not as cool to look at, I guess, because all I'm doing is shrugs and just fucking forearm curls. Maybe one day on like a rest day or something, I'll include those along with some other stuff. But I guess that's all I got for now. See you in the car. Okay. So I know I said I'd see you in the car. I lied again. I gotta be better about that. It's just I don't want to. Maybe I'll do less of the car talks and just do more stuff that's kind of more like this at the ends or even the beginnings of the video. Because again, I know that this kind of format of creating videos is it's not very rare, you know, when it comes to creating stuff. So I want to start shaking things up a little bit. I want to be a little bit different to start, at least, you know. Just finished editing the chest day vid that you just watched. Just finished editing it. If I can speak. Sorry. Yeah, just trying to pull shit together. This is the clip that's gonna be at the end of the video. Just yeah, that chest day felt very fucking good. I didn't get the chance to check the pump afterwards. But regardless, it still felt really fucking good. And that is something that makes me feel nice, is that like my normal protein intake has now had to increase, making it to where now I know that I have more meat on my body, not just, you know, flubber. But just like having like, because like normally if you feel sore after a workout, it is because, you know, you put a lot of work into making sure those muscle fibers are teared, but it mainly comes from not having the correct protein intake, basically not having enough to where you need more. And knowing the amount that I've already been taking and now I have to take more, there's something there. That means that I need more protein, which is good. We're on the right track. I'm doing something right. Yeah, I mean, there's not really much else to talk about when it comes to this. Lift was good. Day was good. I guess night, since it was filmed later. About to go do an arm day, which is weird because after this, the back day video is going to come out, but this is the day that I do an arm day, which is it. It's very confusing. I'm starting to get a little better about the recording part, but in the terms of editing and putting it on the right, because what I want to do is like post it or have it set to post at like 9:30 in the morning. just so that it has all day, to be there. Not just post at the last second or stuff like that. And I'm doing a lot of hand gestures. I'm sorry, that's just the way that I am. But yeah, I will get better about posting them on time. But it's baby steps. I have to learn to fucking grow, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the chest day. See ya.